This episode is sponsored by City Theater. City Theater, providing bold new plays on the south side of Pittsburgh. They have parking available, accessible performances, including pay what you want performances, and you can find them at citytheatercompany.org. Here's what they have coming up for the 2025-2026 season. First up, we have a national new play network rolling world premiere, Another Kind of Silence by L.M. Feldman, directed by Kim Wield. That is running September 20th through October 12th. Then we have Louisa May Alcott's Little Women by Ryan Gunderson, directed by Kaja Dune, November 15th through December 7th. After that, Malcolm X and Red Fox Washing Dishes at Jimmy's Chicken Shack in Harlem by Jonathan Norton, directed by Dexter J. Singleton. That's at January 17th through February 8th. And then Eureka Day by Jonathan Spector, directed by Aldi Mansour, March 7th through the 29th. This one I'm so excited for, the special event, Second City, Laugh Harder, Not Smarter, from April 9th through the 18th of 2026. It is a celebration of legendary American comedy 65 years in the making, featuring a hilarious array of classic sketch comedy and songs from the company's rich history, fresh new favorites, as well as the signature brand of irreverent improv that Second City is famous for. I love improv. I cannot wait for this to come. Last but certainly not least is Hedvig and the Angry Inch. Text by John Cameron Mitchell. Music and lyrics by Stephen Trask. Directed by Robert Ramirez. May 2nd through June 7th. Everyone, mark your calendars and head to citytheatercompany.org, where tickets will be going fast. You're listening to Marta on the Move, hosted by Marta Napoleon Mazzoni. What keeps us moving, what keeps us connected, and how we travel as humans through this journey of life. Welcome. So I wanted to go live today because this, especially right now, with everything astrological, everything that's happening in the world, this is like a deep, profound time of shedding, like shedding skins, shedding things that aren't serving you. You're probably seeing it pop up, or maybe you've had like has anybody here, this is a good question to start with, has anyone here like felt the need to shed something that like isn't working for them any longer, like something that's not doing well for them, something that's like a habit that they want to break, or they just feel like maybe a restlessness? Raise your hand if you're like, oop, that's me. This feels like a time where I'm just cycling through something. Something is ready to let go of. Like I'm ready to let go of something in my life. So raise your hand if you're feeling that. If that's something that you resonate with. You're going to hear some dogs in the background in a minute. Oh yeah. I'm babysitting. We're dog sitting. My brother and my sister-in-law's dog. Hey babe, I'm on a live. I'll be down in a minute. Okay. What? I'll be down in a minute. I'm on a live. I'll be down. Yes, I can hear the craziness. Yes. It's okay. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to shedding. So tell me in the comments if there's been something in your life that you are like, yeah, I'm ready to let go of something. Like I'm feeling like something is just like, I gotta take it off, like I'm ready to let it go. Maybe you feel the need to cut your hair, like get a hair trim. Maybe you feel the need to make a big change in your life. Maybe there's just like a restlessness. So post in the comments if that is happening to you, or if you're watching this later, post in the comments or just sit and reflect with it. But right now is like a really potent time to release what no longer serves us. So you might be, and it comes, like the reason why I wanted to do this live is that it comes in like sneaky ways. And we don't always look at the small things that have bigger meaning. Like for me and for my clients and for myself, I know anytime that I'm like, oof, I want a haircut, I want to change my hair, that is a time like you are literally like releasing something. You are ready to release something. Something, it's bigger than we think it is. These little subtle things. If you are feeling the need to like throw some things away in your house, you're cleaning out drawers and you're getting rid of things that no longer like you don't like anymore, or you bought a long time ago but you haven't looked at in like 5 years. Or there's clothing, there's outfits that don't make you feel your best, but you still have them. There's like skinny jeans in there that you just hold on to and they make you feel terrible, but you don't throw them away. But now you kind of have that inkling to throw, like to get rid of it. That is really powerful. And there's one thing that I want to pause and talk about today that is super powerful, and it's the shedding of something, of things that we hold on within us, of the shame that we hold, like certain shame that we hold, things that we want to make right, things that maybe we did in our past when we were triggered or young, or, like things that we want to make right. We want to make amends. And so I want to pause here and tell a little story, because this summer has been wild. It's been wild. I met with one of the women that went on my retreat today for coffee, and she was like, well, how is the rest of your summer going? And like, that was amazing. And what else has been happening? I'm like, this summer has been an initiation into into like up leveling and just really shedding some things that I was holding on to. And it's been hard and also really, really great, like really, really great. But we were talking about that, and we were talking, about some other things. And after that, I walked away and I was thinking about the different things that we shed. And not long after that, or before that, yesterday, I received a text from a person that I had been wronged by in the past. So have you ever had this happen? Like, you've been wronged by somebody in the past, like something wasn't fair to you, like something happened, and you were left with whatever. So this person, like, we had an unfortunate series of events that left my husband and I on a receiving end of like kind of like holding the poop stick of something, and it was financially not great. It was all of these different things and everything. It was not a good situation at all. And through that situation, there was no, how do I put this? Like, did it suck? Yes. But there was no like ill will on our part. Maybe years ago, there would have been terrible ill will. Like, before I did emotional intelligence work, before I did spiritual work, before I did frequency work, before I did grief work, like the personal journey and of self-discovery work, my husband and I probably would have been bitter, angry, upset, like bad mouthing these people, like what the hell, all of these things. We probably maybe would have been that way. Maybe not. But we didn't do any of that. The only thing that we felt was, this is a shoddy situation, and that's unfortunate that we are on the receiving end of it. And I also realize what pain that other person is in. So here's the difference. This is the big difference. And anybody that's done any of the grief work with me, like any of the group grief work, any of the one-on-one grief work of like the emotional intelligence of coming home to your heart. That's the name of my program. One of my programs is Coming Home to the Heart. The number one thing that people get out of that is the grace for other people, is seeing the pain of other people, seeing the perspective, like lifting the veil of you being the victim and villainizing someone else, and really seeing that they are in pain too, that they have a story, that they have a mother, that they like ice cream, that they were born and walked their first steps, that they fell in love. Like, they are going through their own things. There's a grace that gets extended. And I cannot tell you in words, it's not possible, but I'll try, the freedom that people have felt in taking this program, and the freedom I felt when I first started doing this work. It's the freedom of like letting go of the stories of like judgment and criticism and gossip and complaining about other people. Like, have you ever like seen people online and they're like, this person is blah, 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 and and they're like using their words as weapons. And words are powerful. And we don't realize how powerful they are. They have the power to break. They have the power to make, like they are so powerful. But so the reason I bring this to the forefront and how cool this is, like, this is so cool. It's not cool that we were holding the poop stick. Like, it wasn't. But this is the cool part. From our end, and especially mine, there was nothing but love sent out, because I could see the pain and the situation that this person was put in. And this week, I received a message from that person out of the blue with apologies and talking about how crappy it was, of everything that happened, of like everything, that went wrong and everything they were going through and how much shame they were holding. And I work with shame so much in my work. It's like how much shame they were holding on to. They were carrying. They didn't want to. We're awesome, my husband and I. Like, they didn't want this situation to happen. They're not bad people. They're not a bad person at all. But they were going through a lot. And it didn't work out, and that's a lesson for everyone. Everyone learns something. Everyone learns something in that. And I'm a person that like makes meaning out of everything. So like, I'm going to learn something out of everything that happens. I will see the value in anything, in any lesson. And the fact that they reached out and apologized and admitted their shame and like put it out there. And I mean, it was a beautiful text, and like, I did not expect it. I was holding the frequency of love for this person and gave them time, gave them the space. And they came back and admitted that. And if you're watching this and you're like, so what? The amount of personal power to do that is huge. When you can admit that you were wrong, when you can admit that you said something that may have hurt someone, and maybe you did it because you were triggered, maybe you did it because you were like going through something and your nervous system was all dysregulated, maybe you did it because you didn't have the full picture, like whatever it was, and you hurt someone with words or however, and you're able to go back and apologize and admit that you were wrong and talk about your shame, it was the best gift of my week. It was the best gift of my week. I was so proud and am so proud of this person. And I told them that. I said, I told them everything. I said, listen, we're good. I forgive you. I accept your apology. And I cannot even imagine how much strength and power and courage and vulnerability it took to send this message. And I'm so proud of you. And you should be so proud of yourself. And like, we are good. Like we are good. There is nothing but love here. Like, we're good. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. It was so cool. So when I talk about shedding, This is the ultimate shedding. The shedding of the things that are like keeping you heavy. The shedding of the things are keeping you stuck and not moving forward. Moving forward with Marta. Like not moving you forward in an aligned direction, not moving you forward towards your highest self, not moving you forward in your like core values, in your authenticity, in your integrity. Those things. These are the things that like stick to us. Like they stick like a film. The things that are left unsaid, the apologies we haven't expressed, the forgiveness that hasn't happened. Those are the things that like when we shed them, when we truly move through them, we can be light. We can be more free. We can have more space. We can have more space in our heads, in our hearts, in our bodies. Like the amount of energy, because I work a lot in energy, so the amount of energy it takes to carry that is exhausting. It's exhausting. And I think I went live here and I recorded a podcast about how I reached out to an old friend that I could feel like our tension was happening. Like, you know, like I could feel something wasn't right. And that was weighing on me like a weight. And it took so much courage of mine. Like my throat chakra was like, like freaking out. I'm freaking out. My armpits were sweating. I was crying. Like, you know, to be able to express what I was feeling, the truth of what I was feeling, the apologies, the forgiveness, like all of it. That is the ultimate shedding. So I want to invite everyone here, if you are watching this, and hello Maria, I love you, squeeze you. If you are watching this, like this is a potent time. What are you ready to remove? What's weighing you down? Consciously, unconsciously. What's like one thing in your house? My friend Tiffany's doing like she texts me, she's doing like an everyday, she's throwing away, I can't remember, is it like 10 things or 20 things from her house? And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing actually. I should try that. You know, and it catches, it starts to catch, but like what is something that you can remove from your life? And here's the thing, like you might be watching this, you're like, I don't know what to remove. A good rule of thumb is if it's not food for your soul, it might be time to reevaluate it. If you are not growing from it, if you are not learning from it, if it doesn't make you feel good, like if you are having too much junk food, and right before you have it, you're like, dee, 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 autopilot. But really, there's a voice inside you being like, oh, really, I'm probably just need a glass of water. I really don't need to eat this. It's 10 o'clock at night. And then after you have it, you feel worse. That might be a good indication that that's not soul food for you. If you have people that you hang out with that put you down, that don't lift you up, that don't nurture you, like that don't believe in you, you know, that are saying toxic things about other people and are gossiping about other people, you don't have to completely remove them, but you can take a break. You can get busy. You can redirect where your energy goes. And that's really what this is. It's like redirecting where you put your energy, because where you put your energy is where it's going to thrive. I spoke about on the last live, like what wolf are you feeding? And it's so true. So where can you see where something isn't nourishing you? Is it something that you need to say to someone? Is there a phone call that you're avoiding? Is there a doctor's appointment that you're avoiding? Is there a pair of pants that you just need to remove from your closet? Are you collecting dust on workout equipment that might not be good for your body? Like maybe you bought it for something else, but maybe it's not yours. Maybe you need something new. Maybe you need something different. Anything like this is a great indication that maybe it's time to shed it. So I ask you here, what's something that you are ready to shed from your life? Maria says, you are so cool. I am ready to remove the identity that I am not good with technology. Oh, that's deep. That is deep, Maria. Hold on. My little thing is not letting me see. I'm removing some extra weight, yes, and committed to living a life with movement, exercise, and vitality at the forefront. Girl, yes, we are aligned. Mobility, movement, that's the baseline. It's the baseline for everything. Feeling good in your body, like shedding old narratives, just like she said. Oh my God. Old stories, old narratives, old identities. I'm not good at that. I'll never be good at that. I don't like this. Oh, this is a big one. Have you ever met someone that won't try something different? They just assume that they don't like it. They just automatically say, I don't like that. That's not me. Maybe shedding that rigid identity. And yes, mobility, it's sexy and hot. Movement is everything for me. It is the baseline for everything. And it means so much more than just moving your body. It means so much more than just working out with your body. For mobility, movement is literally flow. It's not stagnant waters. It's not stuck. It's more breath. It's more flowy. It's more space to move. And movement is also, as you hear me say, taking action. Like literally moving and doing something. Making a choice and doing something. Being inspired by something great, but also activation. Being moved to make a change for the betterment of your life. Maria said movement heals. F yes, it does. F yes, it does. So what are you ready? Like, what are you ready to shed? What are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to move away from? Let's just do it like that. What are you ready to move away from? And what are you ready to move forward towards? So I'm really excited. My husband and I are going on vacation next week. I'm going back to Esalen, and I'm going with him there in Big Sur. I went on a retreat last year that opened me up spiritually, and it was everything. It was incredible. It was a solo trip. I can't. I get flustered just thinking about it, and going back is such a gift. I can't even tell you. But before that, I was sitting with it, and I decided right when I come home after my birthday, I'm working on a free masterclass, and I don't have the name for it yet. I don't have any of the things yet, but it's going to be October 15th through the 17th, and it's going to be free. So it's a 3-day masterclass. I can tell you, it will be steeped in my values. So it will be steeped in creativity, in healing, in movement, in exploration of self-discovery of the soul, of authentic expression and individuality. So it will be all of those things. And most importantly, connection. For everything, that's the vein of all of my work, is connection. Connection with others, connection with ourselves, connection with spirit. All of it leads to that, which all of us are kind of here to do. So thank you for joining this evening, my husband and I are performing in an improv show. So I'm going to go get ready. Talk about self-expression. I'm going to go get ready. And I will see you next time. I will have more information about the free 3-day masterclass coming out. But if you want the link, or if you want to like, hey, remind me, let me know when this drops. Let me know when the registration, the email signs up. Post me in the comments and I'll make a note to like ping you whenever it's all ready. So thank you so much for being here. Maria, I love you. And I will see you all next time.